these Roma tomatoes, I thought the best thing that I could do is make homemade spaghetti sauce. Just make some wonderful fresh Roma tomato sauce. That's the way Italians do. Now, I'm not Italian, but I have some good friends that are, and they say just chop it up, Kathy, along with some garlic and some fresh basil, and you've got a wonderful sauce. So let's get to it. Now, some people say to blanch them and peel the skins, but a lot of my Italian friends go, we don't have time to do that, and neither do I. So all they say is to just cut them. So what you're going to do is you're just going to cut them in little chunks. And you can use a food processor if you want, but you don't want to puree the tomatoes. So we're going to do this for a little bit. I've got 6 pounds to cut up, and I'll be right back. Look at this wonderful bowl of chopped up tomatoes. It's going to make a great sauce. Next thing we're going to do is take some garlic and chop it up. I took 1 bulb of garlic and got all these peeled already. And basically what all you do is you take the knife, make sure the blade side is down away from your hand, and you just smush it. And that kind of loosens up the flavor in the garlic, and you just chop it up. I'm going to use the whole bulb in this sauce because I've got 6 pounds of tomatoes. I have some fresh basil from my garden that's going to go in the sauce also. And we're going to put some salt and pepper. And I always like to put a little bit of sugar in just to take the acidity out of the sauce. So I'll see you over at the stove. I'm going to grab my pot and we're going to get going. Now that we have the garlic and tomatoes all chopped up, I've just poured in a ½ cup of olive oil. And it was the regular olive oil that I'm using and not the extra virgin olive oil. If you want to know the differences between oils and their smoke points, just check in the link above and it'll take you to a video I recently did talking about the differences in cooking oils. I'm going to go ahead and put it on high right now to get the olive oil heated up a little bit. And I'm going to put in a whole bulb of the garlic. And as the olive oil heats up, I want to make sure that the garlic is getting a little cooked. But you want to watch it and make sure it does not burn. You do not want burn garlic in this sauce. As the garlic is starting to cook, just keep stirring it. You don't want it to burn, like I said. I have it on high and I'm getting ready to turn it down to medium on the heat because I definitely do not want to have the garlic burn. It would just ruin it and I'd have to start all over again. Now I'm going to take these tomatoes, and since it's a really heavy bowl, I'm going to start spooning some in, and then I'll lift the bowl up. This is going to make a lot of sauce. And I want to say a special thanks to my friends Sharon and Joey. They were so kind to bring over this ½ a box of tomatoes the other day. She figured that since I have my cooking channel that I could use the tomatoes. And she was right. So thank you guys. Alright, I'm going to just go ahead and lift the bowl up and pour in the rest of the tomatoes. Let's get them all in there. All right, I'm going to turn this back up onto medium high because I want to get the heat back up again. And I'm going to stir the garlic all throughout the tomatoes. Doesn't that look wonderful? And I'm going to take my sea salt, and I have about 2 tablespoons here, and I'm going to put that into the sauce. If you want less salt, you can do that. And where did my pepper go? Okay. And then I have a tablespoon of pepper here. Stir all this in. And there's a trick to tomato sauce. Some people have an issue with acidity in the tomatoes, and it ends up giving them a horrible heartburn. But the trick is, if you add a little bit of sugar into your sauce, it's supposed to take away the acidity in the tomatoes. So I have 3 tablespoons of sugar here, just white sugar, and I'm going to mix that in with the sauce. I want to get this up to a boil, and once it's boiling, then I'm going to turn the heat back down to probably just between medium and medium low, and I'm going to let it simmer for about 45 minutes, and that should make the sauce done. And then the rest of the ingredients will go in it. So we'll just let the sauce simmer. Be back. Alrighty, the tomato sauce has been simmering for 45 minutes now, and I had the lid on for a little while, and then I ended up taking the lid off because I wanted some of the water to evaporate, to steam out of here, so that the sauce would be a little thicker. You can see there's chunks of tomatoes, and I've tasted it, and it is amazing. And if you could smell this, So today I also picked up some fresh pasta from my friend Terrence, who is starting a business, and he made some fresh pasta, and I'm going to put that in the pot, and we're going to have some garlic sticks, and dinner will be served. This is really another very easy dish to make. Again, it's just chopping up the tomatoes and the garlic and the olive oil and a little pinch of salt and pepper, and then just put it in the pot and let it cook. So, see you at the table. Okay, all the hard work is done. It wasn't really that hard, but look at this yummy plate here. I have this fresh pasta that was made just today, and here's this wonderful homemade tomato sauce, pomodoro, as they say in Italy. So I'm going to enjoy this. I'll put a little bit of shaved Parmesan, fresh Parmesan, and I'm going to have some garlic breadsticks, and dinner is served. I hope you like this video and that you give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below so that you can catch next week's fabulous video on a next wonderful meal. Salute!